global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. With what is happening in our political space, honestly, one cannot really tell where this whole election 2023 presidential candidacy will tilt to. Yes, if you look at the polls of the Nigerian youth, you would agree with me that genuinely it looks like Peter Obi will take the day. But then it's a fight to finish between the elite, the political elite, and the oppressed Nigerians. But the question is, who would take the day? Don't forget, the political elite have all the balls or have all the infrastructure, the machinery to make the situation work better for them and to elect their chosen ones. But then the youth have their might, their courage, and their resilience to deliver their candidate. And with all the political things, permutations and reaction going on with Wike, yes, some Wike already dancing and agreeing to Atiku Abubakar, and even the former president of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo, having a courtesy visit or Nicodemus visit to Wike, Governor Yeson Wike in London, and Tinubu himself, coupled with Masari, have also nocturnally seeing Governor Yeson Wike. You can agree with me that everybody seemed to be dancing around Wike to deliver Rivers, which is a bulk vote if you eventually get it. But the question is, who will take the day? But some pundits have decided to look at the situation, and this is their verdict. Before we go to the news proper, kindly subscribe to our channel. Well, somebody says, which one of us sees tomorrow? What is going on right now, however, is that there is a momentum for one of the candidates. What is the momentum? It is a stratospheric movement of the moment. In physics, it is real. In politics, it is metaphor. Momentum helps win an election. Without it, a candidate is vanquished. Momentum, however, is an unpredictable swinging pendulum. It is unreliable friend and a foe. It may stand with you today and against you tomorrow. Right now, the Nigerian political terrain is temperate, not too hot, not too cold. I'm just having fun watching as the melodrama of the jostle or the tussle for power among presidential hopefuls unfolds day by day. Before it turns to sword to munch on, all I do now is to enjoy the sweetening comestible of the political campaigns that have not yet begun in full and flying swing. The wind of politics blowing today from the four corners of the Nigerian space is now either batified, obified, or articulated. Batified Nigerians are the ones in the bathtub of frenzied loyalty to the All Progressive Congress standard bearer Asiwaju Bola Tinubu at the turn of specific seasons of life and in set times buried in exclusive knowledge of divinity. Humanity experiences the birthing of some special breed of beings who have been marked to carry out specific assignments on behalf of specific territories and nations. Bola Tinubu is one, a growing voice in the wilderness of Nigerian politics. Those who love him are very, very many. Those who despise him are not few either at all. Tinubu's batified battalion believes this season is the fat phantom phenomenon's turn to be made king, and it is increasingly becoming obvious that the duel for who wears the braided crown next year may be between Tinubu and the rising challenger in the former Anambra State Governor, Peter Obi. The obedient and Nigerian bow wows who want to hear nothing about anyone else but Peter Obi. They are thirsty foot soldiers, and they have taken over the media space. The deaf everywhere hears them. In the north, they're knocking on doors. In the south, they shout. They are intentionally loud. They aren't kidding around. They want power in 2023. The desiderium is to see authority change hands from the old to the new. They see themselves as the new. As a matter of fact, they make Obi look new. Though he has been around for a while, pitched his tent with three political parties for about 2 decades, and it is a household nomenclature, especially in the South. But don't tell them Obi is part of the past. They will eat you up alive. Go and ask Femi Kuti. the Lagos-based Nigerian musician and the eldest son of Afrobeat pioneer fella Anikulapo Kuti. Femi's unpardonable sin was to declare his support for no presidential candidate, who be then launched at him, and they said all manner. While some are threatening fire and brimstone to raise any opposition, others are raising money, Obi is shuffling in cash, running into billions of naira to prosecute his cause. A friend organizing for Obi invited me to fundraiser scheduled for Los Angeles soon. Another fund drive is scheduled for the end of the month in Houston in the United States of America. My friends, Obi is no mere noise. He's poised to steal the show from those who have always been showcased on the corridor of power. His profile is rising in charms and in chimes, as his followership is also in battalions. New converts drawn to his gospel are swelling in size. His Thomas are from everywhere. They are young and old. Obi is making forays into unexpected cohorts. The cohorts are built in support of Yemi Osinbajo during the party primaries, now has more than half of the members swinging to Obi, and they are Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Northerners and all. They seem to have found a home in Obi's tent. Obi has not changed talking populist economic sense. What he talks about appeals to ordinary Nigerians. How long the talk will sway Nigerians is what we aren't sure of. If anyone thinks disobedient are only active on social media and that's where it will end, you may have another thing coming, or you may have another thinking to come. Some erroneously compare Obi with Omoyele Sowore and other past aspirants who won presidential elections on every social media platform, in many focus groups and in many opinion polls, but never won for real. Obi's present standing army is different too. The soldiers see themselves as table-shaking, history-making revolutionaries who cannot be stopped. These people are not building for tomorrow. They are pushing for power today. Will they get it? I don't know. But this campaign is formidable, and treat them with kids' love. Treat them with kids' gloves, only at your perishing peril. The articulated. They are bodacious backers of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, whom we heard live in Dubai but wants to rule in Nigeria. Where are they? We hear about a party in disarray, disillusionment. We hear the rancorous Genzejama coming out of Port Harcourt, where the state governor, Nyesom Wike, beat his drum of dissension against his party establishment. But we are tracking all of these candidates. But Atiku is no small fry. The next presidential election may be the most expensive in the history of Nigeria. The top 3 candidates are billionaires, including Peter Obi. A Tinubu supporter who pleaded anonymity told me that the real campaign for the presidential election has not even begun. We are combing villages and hamlets in the north and mobilizing everywhere in the south. The months of embers begin in a week. We will shock you, he said. Which one of us sees tomorrow? What is going on right now, however, is that there's a momentum for one of the candidates. What is the movement? It is stratospheric movement. Wow. And he went further to say, it is unreliable, friend and foisty. It may stand with you today and against you tomorrow. The best climatologists of politics cannot accurately predict the momentum. As of today, it is factual and for real that Peter Obi is mounting up wings with momentum, which is very high and in his favor. But the election is a long time from now, especially when you are in the same ring with a man like Tinubu, and Obi and Atiku know this to be true. Wow. Now you've heard it all. That means there's a lot of roles, a lot of work to be done. If you love your candidate, especially Peter Obi, it is not a small race. It's a long one. And the journey is fierce. Money must change hands. Apart from money changing hands, one way or the other, some private meetings will take place where destinies will change hands as well. Let's put in that comment section what to take. As for me, I definitely know who I stand with. But my vote is just one. Let's